Think of Kaizen not just as a buzzword, but as a highly structured, rapid-fire tool designed to tackle specific operational problems head-on. Dito, pinagsama-sama natin yung collective expertise ng buong team para mapabilis talaga ang pagbabago sa anumang value stream.
Okay, let's dive into this. For this session, dadaanan natin ang 6 na key areas. Unang-una, the Kaizen concept itself, followed by Kaizen in the improve phase, creating standard work, Kaizen outside DMAIC, tools for independent Kaizen, and finally, rapid analysis and validation.
So, let's kick things off with Section 1, the Kaizen concept and its core methodology.
Sa Lean Six Sigma, ang Kaizen, na minsang tinatawag din nating workout, is literally a focused burst of operational cleanup. Isipin nyo na nagre-reorganize kayo ng isang sobrang busy na logistics hub dito sa Pilipinas, like a massive delivery sorting center. Wala tayong luxury ng mahabang downtime, di ba? Kailangan mabilis, highly organized at facilitated yung event para ma-improve agad yung physical flow ng mga packages. The immediate operational impact, boom! Tanggal agad ang bottleneck. And to keep things from getting chaotic during execution, a really great practice is using Microsoft Planner. Pwede nating i-track in real time yung lahat ng deliverables natin for this event para walang nakakalimutan. But of course, para maging successful to, you absolutely need the right people in the room.
And that brings us to this incredibly crucial point, stakeholder management. Guys, hindi lang black belts or green belts ang dapat gumagawa ng solusyon. You have to bring in the operators, the suppliers, and the customers. Let's say nag-o-optimize kayo ng call handling process sa isang BPO. Honestly, the most practical solutions, they come from the frontline BPO agents themselves. Sila yung nakakaranas ng pain points na yan araw-araw on the floor. So relying on their expertise is what actually drives the most effective improvements. Now, let's see how this fits into a larger project landscape.
Moving on to Section 2, Kaizen in the improve phase, specifically inside the DMAIC framework.
Kapag nasa improve phase na tayo ng DMAIC project natin, the main goal of Kaizen is to aggressively address the proven X factors na na-discover natin sa early analysis. What's the operational impact here? Well, makakapag-generate tayo ng solid solutions like 5S and setup production para ma-achieve natin yung one-piece just-in-time flow. Picture a busy Jollibee drive-thru during lunch rush. Kapag nag-run sila ng rapid improvement event to reduce the changeover time sa kitchen, anong nangyayari? Bibilis ang labas ng orders nang walang aberya, right? Nag-i-improve yung physical flow at drastically bumababa yung waiting time ng mga customers natin. But here's the catch. Once we get those amazing improvements, hindi natin pwedeng hayaang bumalik lang sa dati ang proseso.
Which perfectly transitions us to Section 3, creating standard work to lock in those gains.
The Lean Six Sigma logic here is actually pretty straightforward. You have to document your newly improved process using detailed process maps, and you need to anticipate potential failures using FMEA, or failure mode and effects analysis. Basically, kinukuha natin yung best practices ng mga top-performing operators natin, and we lock them in as our new standard operating procedures, or SOPs. Now, a pro tip for modernizing this step para mapabilis ang documentation, you can actually use Microsoft Copilot in Word. Literal na i-input mo lang yung mga bullet points ng best practices na na-generate ninyo, and Copilot can rapidly draft a comprehensive, professional-looking SOP for you. It's a game changer para ma-standardize agad ang trabaho across the entire team. But wait, what if we're not doing a full-blown DMAIC project?
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is our dual-track narrative. Kung titingnan nyo sa kaliwa, nandyan yung paggamit ng Kaizen inside DMAIC. Ito yung ginagawa natin kapag nagsosolve tayo ng complex, data-heavy problems at nagde-develop ng FMEA. Pero tingnan nyo sa kanan. It clearly shows that Kaizen can be completely independent. You don't always need a long, grueling, multi-month Lean Six Sigma project para lang makapag-implement ng pagbabago. Sometimes all you really need is a highly focused, rapid working session for one specific problem. So let's talk more about this independent approach.
That brings us to Section 4, Kaizen outside DMAIC, running independent events.
In a standalone event, pwede nating kunin agad ang voice of the customer, yung VOC natin, at i-translate ito accurately into clear critical to quality requirements or CTQs. For instance, let's say nagrereklamo yung isang huge enterprise client nunyo dahil sobrang bagal daw ng onboarding process. You don't need a massive charter for that immediately. Pwede kayong mag-set ng isang independent Kaizen event right away para i-map out ang kasalukuyang flow at tukuyan yung 8 wastes na nagiging sanhi ng delay. Kahit wala pang full project, you instantly get clarity sa kung ano talaga ang kailangan ayusin para ma-meet yung expectations ni client. Of course, para magawa natin to ng tama, we need to deploy specific tools.
This leads us right into Section 5, Tools for Independent Kaizen, our execution instruments. Let's walk through this sequential flow together. The very first step, Gemba Walk, meaning literal na pagpunta nyo mismo sa lugar kung saan nangyayari ang trabaho. The operational impact of this is massive, guys, dahil nakikita nyo yung true physical flow ng mga parts or ng mga transactions natin. Hindi lang sa papel, kundi sa totoong buhay. I mean, kung puro meeting lang tayo sa isang air-conditioned conference room, we are never going to see the real bottlenecks, right? So, after observing at the Gemba, magmamap tayo ng process, magda-brainstorm ng causes, and then we validate our analysis. At sa mismong proseso ng pagmamapa na yan, visual tools are your absolute best friends.
Valley stream maps at spaghetti diagrams are absolutely crucial para maintindihan talaga natin ang current system. Just imagine that we are trying to track the complex back-end transaction flow ng isang massive fintech app like GCash. Napakaraming server requests, verifications, at system handoffs ang nangyayari behind the scenes sa bawat padala ng pera. Para mas madali itong ma-visualize ng team ninyo, a highly recommended tool is the Visio Data Visualizer inside Excel. By simply mapping your process data directly into Excel, you can rapidly generate detailed swim lane process maps. Makikita mo agad kung saan naiipit or bumabagal ang mga transactions. Tapos, kapag nakita na natin yung flow at ang mga issues, we take it all to the final synthesizer step.
And that is Section 6, Rapid Analysis and Validation, our final synthesizer step.
Look, kahit rapid improvement event pa ito, we can't just guess what's wrong. Hindi pwedeng manghula. We empower our teams to uncover the root causes of simple problems quickly gamit ang mga tried-and-true tools like cause and effect diagrams and 5 whys analysis. Simple lang naman ang logic ng 5 whys, di ba? You just relentlessly ask bakit hanggang sa mahit nyo yung pinakaugat ng issue. At dahil kasama mo na sa mismong working session yung mga actual process owners and operators natin, you can achieve rapid consensus and drive immediate improvements right then and there. Walang mahabang back and forth. Siyempre, after the Kaizen event, you still need strict data validation to ensure na ang analysis natin ay spot-on at sustainable ang magiging epekto. So knowing all of this process now, here's what you need to think about.
Are your current processes truly ready for a rapid improvement event? Or are you still hiding the wastes sa loob ng inyong operations? Handa na ba kayo o tinatakpan pa rin natin ang mga problema? Let's be real, ang Kaizen ay hindi lang basta documentation exercise o isa na namang boring na meeting. Ultimately, it is about taking immediate, collective action para masolusyonan on the spot ang mga problemang humihila pababa sa inyong operational excellence. So assess your environment, gather the exact right people in the room, and start your improvement today.